Welcome ji. Countdown latch. So countdown latch. Uh, First we discuss about the countdown latch. What is the countdown latch? What is the concept behind that? And also look one examples and how we can use you can say countdown latch in your program, your applications. So countdown latch was introduced in Java from JDK 1.5 onward. And if you find the package name for this CountDownLatch, they are come under the java.util.Concurrent package. So in this package, this CountDownLatch are available. And if about talking to you, what is the CountDownLatch? So CountDownLatch look like is a synchronization, or you can synchronizer between the different threads that's allow one or more threads to wait until the setup operation being performed in other threads are completed. What do you mean that? Let's say we have a thread T1. Uh, T1 want to wait until let's say T2 thread, T3 thread, and T4 threads. When these threads are completed, after that, this thread is going to do something. Generally, this thread known as main application thread or application program from where are you are going to start these threads. Okay, so the countdown latch maker ensures the communication between T1 inform T1 say ki, I want to only start my working whenever these threads are completed his jobs, completed a task, whatever this task is doing. So whenever we are going to initialize this countdown latch, so we have to give an initialize with some given counter, given count. That means ki how many number of threads for the completions our main threads are your starting threads are waiting. So and whenever they have just initialized with the counter and they have invoked the your await method. Okay, await methods block until the current count is 0. What do you mean here? Let's see, this is our main threads have set our counter countdown. Let's create our countdown list and set let's say counter 3, initialize count with the 3. And this have started from main. You have started like thread T1, thread T2, thread T3. Okay, and they started and invoke our await method. They here invoke await method. Now here this thread is waiting so that all these threads, all three threads are completed. How this main thread know this all are the completed? Each threads after completion of a job they are invoke your countdown method. Okay, they invoke countdown methods, that means completed. Whenever they countdown methods means one thread is completed its jobs, and then this counter become a 1 minus. Whenever this thread let's completed his jobs and then again he this thread also countdown, this become a like a 1 minus 1. Similarly, this thread invoke the countdown after completion of his jobs. This become a 0. So whenever this counter become a 0, then this await methods is understood that all the threads are completed its execution jobs and now they are going to start his works. So similarly, whenever our count become 0, this cannot be reset. Okay. Similarly, if you have a similar kind of application about the cyclic variable, they are allowed to reset his count. But in the countdown latch, once your countdowns counter become a 0, that cannot be reset. Okay. CountDownLatch just enables a Java thread to wait until other set of threads complete their task. Okay, so CountDownLatch generally helps enables a Java threads, maybe main thread, या application thread, to wait until other set of threads, maybe one thread or 10 threads, complete their task. And also CountDownLatch in Java is a kind of you can also say that kind of synchronizer which allow one thread wait for one or more threads before starting their processing. Similarly, this is a CountDownLatch just like a kind of a synchronizer between the multiple threads, and this is the one thread. Okay, this thread is waiting by all the threads to complete. Any threads which any threads which call CountDown.await will wait until the count reaches 0. Just I explained, the main application is wait until the count reaches 0, and it's or might be case maybe some there may be interrupted or some exception throw in any other thread, it's interrupted by other threads, also can leave this await block positions. So you can see similarly all other threads, the thread want to completion, they have invoked the await method, and the other threads that participate in this, they are required to countdown method, invoke the countdown method. So in short, to get the complete understanding of the CountDownLatch, let's write one example and check where we are going to use this countdown method and where we are going to await method. Await method is used by the thread which want to set up threads to complete the processing. After that, they were going to start. This is await, and await method, and all the participant threads are invoking or this countdown methods. So let's look at one example. The example I'm going to talk about, let's say we have a kind of services. Let's have a service 1, service 2, service 3. Let's give we have a 4 services. This is the service 1, okay, service 1 or service B and service C. Let's we have 3 services, and our main want, our main service want, given these services 1, 2, 3 completed, after that I will perform my set of activity. So here the main service are dependent on your sub services. So these each sub services, let's create thread 1, thread 2, thread 3. On this is your application, main application. They have started these threads and waiting until all their threads are completed their jobs, yeah, positions. After that, they is going to work whatever the task main application need. So let's first we just I'm creating one service class service. Let's key implement enable, because I'm going to all the services are a kind of a thread class. So we whenever runnable interface implement or abstract method run, we have to override and just let's, and each service class need kind of a count invoke your countdown methods. That method is provided by a CountDownLatch. So this service class need your handler of your countdown, so that after completion of his task, this service class can invoke your countdown method of latch. So here I am just taking as a private CountDownLatch, okay, and just insert constructor, okay, and here let's this threads uh, like okay, last one is service name. Okay, what are the service name? Like service private string name. Okay, and I will create constructor for both argument, and here I am just print okay, service plus your service name plus is started. Okay, and maybe randomly is wait sometimes as per the business logic. Let's key wait for name random dot long. Okay, wait sometimes. This throw exception, just let's catch it. Okay, let's see here. Just I want to wait some business logic, whatever. We'll take the bounded, next bounded, like bounded between the 1000. Okay, and after that, let's keep this is the complete. Our let's keep service is completed. Service name is completed. Okay. So whenever this service completed, they have a your handler of a latch. Then they are going to invoke I have CountDown. So this way our services are implemented. Service are just implement whatever his business logic here, and after completion of service logic, they are just invoke the CountDown. And now let's start our as per the plan. I am going to start uh, three services. Okay, so I'm going to use here to starting the more than 1, 2, 3 threads. Your concurrency framework known as executor. Executor help us to start multiple threads and kind of thread pooling. So here I'm going to executor service your executors dot create like the fixed thread pool size, new fixed thread pool size, and let's give a 3 thread. Okay, and after that we have to submit this executor service have the option is, and we also need to create your countdown latch. uh, Here as we have to initialize the number of parties are in here. I just started the 3 threads, and now this service have the option to submit kind of runnable task. Okay, so this is my service class, so I can just invoke new service, and service class have a two constructor. One is your name, another is your countdown. So I am passed, let's get service a, service a. Okay, and your countdown. So this way you can submit. Let's give a three services: service A, service B, and service C. All three services are started, and after completion of services, we have to shut down our your pool executor service. So in this way, now this is the actually be care this executor service just make our all the thread life management, thread creation and threading start. In whenever you submitting enable job, after that they are using the pull up thread 3 and started these 3 threads. Okay, whenever three services completed, After that, whenever these three services completed, after that we have to yeah, this is our main application. So main application say ki I am here wait it. Here threads are just like a SOP. You can say uh, waiting to completion of all other start threads. Okay, here and here uh, yeah, you can say whenever you are await method invoke, this is a blocking call, and after that, that means key now 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 all other threads are completed. Yes, sir. All threads are completed. Uh, his task completed her completed task, and now main application is to start his work. Start box. Yeah, go to start, and here whatever maybe doing some work. Uh, do task, do task, and after that complete task. Okay, uh, okay. Here, okay. This is the way you can say. Let's run and test it how it's working. Okay? So I'm going to nothing else. As per our theory, we have a we have created our countdown latch initialize with value, created these three threads, and a main thread is invoke or await method to wait for the completions, and our each threads after completion of his business logic invoke your await method. Hope it's work. Let's come run it. So here waiting to completion of all threads. Okay, and after that your thread 1 is started, thread B started, thread C started, and B completed, C completed, D completed. After that here just so here in the whatever whatever here your first we started the threads, and after that here we are waiting to completion of all other threads. Here we are waiting to all others waiting to completion of all other started threads. Okay, after that key they are going to the runnable stage, and whenever these threads are started, three threads. Okay, and these three threads, this is the thread started and completed. Thread A started, and here is A completed. Similarly, the B started, here B completed, here C started, here C completed. Whenever all three completed, and then go to the your main, and here say now this wait method is now wait method is continuing whenever all the three threads is completed, counter reset 0, then this is going to all other threads are completed. Now main application going to start. This is the main application going to start, and after that main do task and completion this task. In this way you can say after that we have just shut down our your pool of services. So this is the simplest way you can say This is a very simplest way as per our needs. You can use this class, this method countdown latch. It's very handy methods when you have to use the two methods. First method known as your await methods, which thread want to all our my worker threads or my services should be completed. After that, I'm going to the continue. So this your main application just create one latch with a number of threads want to complete and pass this latch to our threads, all our services, service 1, service 2, service 3. And whenever this service is going to start, they have a latch. After completion of task, what they did, they have only do your countdown. So that means this task one is completed. Just inform our latch key I've done. And what the latch say, latch just like a synchronizer between your threads. This is your main application. This is the main applications. They have a initiated latch with a counter 3, and now this is service. Our service A start, and your service B start, and your service C start. Three parallel threads are started. Okay. Whenever after some time, whenever thread A completed, they know the countdown latch. That means this counter of the latch become here we've started here await methods are invoked by your main method. Okay, now they are invoke await method and looking this counter. Whenever until this counter is not set 0, they are going to the waiting here. Okay, when let's key one first service is completed, then countdown become a 0. Whenever let's B service is completed, then invoke the countdown, their latches become a 1. Whenever this service C have completed a job and invoke the countdown, this become a latch become a 0. Whenever latch become a 0, this main which are awaiting blocking call here, now they are start out working. Now this main application is aware, oh, all threads are completed a job, now I am going to start our work, and here they are going to starting our work. So in this if in any scenario where you feel all the my child services or child threads completed, then I want to do something, perform something, then this latch CountDownLatch is help to you. And for using just from your main application where you want, just start initialize your countdown with a number of parties or threads you want to uh, use, and after that just invoke await method and just pass those latches handler to your all threads. And whenever all threads completed his jobs, invoke the countdown, and now whenever counter becomes 0, your main application is going to continue. So nice, it's a very handy API to handle this scenario and situation. And hope it is useful. And finally, I say thank you for watching this video.